Ready? What is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, of course, another episode of Blitzbox Toy Box Mode for Disney Infinity 2.0. Today, we're gonna go smashing. More importantly, Hulk smashing, because, of course, today we've got the Hulk helping us out with our adventure in the Blitzbox. Of course, the last time we were indeed in the interior, which is, of course, this ginormous office building right here. But we are now gonna be headed back to, of course, exploring our fun land. So we've got our Milano ship here, which we borrowed from, of course, the Guardians. Please don't tell them, or else they're going to be very upset with the Hulk. But nonetheless, of course, we're going to go ahead and travel on over to our second level, which is, of course, titled Funland. Nonetheless, I certainly do hope that you guys are having a fan-fantastic day. Thank you so very much for the amazing support on the last episode of Blitzbox. It was incredibly well received, of course. That episode went live on Friday. Today is, of course, Wednesday. So from this point on, I will try to publish the Blitzbox episodes every single Wednesday going forward. So from this point, there will be 7 days between the episodes. So, nonetheless, in between episodes, what I went ahead and did is I gathered some extra glimmer, and what that allowed me to do was stop Hulk midair. No, not really. But what it did allow me to do is actually head over to here. Is it not here? Nope, sorry. I made a mistake. There it is. So, in the racetrack pieces, I went ahead and bought all of these pieces in the bottom half right here. So, that was really, really cool because we will now be able to assemble our racetrack, which we were going to intend to assemble on this side of things anyways. But now we actually have the extra few pieces necessary. Now, of course, there are still islands to explore on that side, which we will in due time. One other thing, though, that I wanted to do today, we're probably going to establish kind of a lot of the setups for the racetrack. We won't finish the whole racetrack. More importantly, I don't think it would, even if we did start on the racetrack, I don't think we would have finished it in one episode. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to bring a little bit of customization to this because I'm really interested to see how the rocks are going to look based on the different paints that we have. So, for example, that looks quite nice, actually. The Monsters University paint job, I really, really like the way that looks. It looks quite cool. So we might end up... Ooh, Flynn's World looks really cool, too. So far, my favorites are Flynn's World. I think we're going to go with Flynn's World, honestly. So, because it has this really unique vibe to it, doesn't it? So what we will do is we will cover all of those in Flynn's World, at least for the foreseeable future. That's what it would look like. We could always change it up later when we get more themes unlocked, which will be pretty awesome as well. But I think it does look pretty nice, doesn't it? There we go. Look at that. It looks really, really unique and cool. I definitely like that quite a bit. So standing all the way over here, we can change the colors on those two pieces right there. And then we just need to change all the pieces on the right-hand side, and we can get to building our setup, which is going to be the entranceway towards the, of course, the actual racetrack area. So the racetrack itself, we will probably, that was another thing that I wanted to run by you guys and like kind of ask you in terms of, would you guys prefer for us to assemble the racetrack fully ourselves, or do you think it's a better idea to get a racetrack builder or master builder to go ahead and assemble it for us? So let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear your opinion on that matter in terms of which one you think is the better of the bunch. Okay, so that looks pretty phenomenal. I'm definitely liking the way that it's starting to come together now quite nicely. All right, so let's see. Ooh, okay. Well, I don't know if I want to use that as the transition one. I really like that, actually, the cityscape. So we can certainly use these two blocks as the Metroville cityscape. Okay, so now we got to think of the entranceway. It's got to look fancy, so that's for sure. So we got to make maybe some sort of pillars or something around that. Maybe we could use these tall towers as the entranceway. So it would be something along the lines of maybe this. And I need to make sure that it's about the same length in terms of distance-wise. So I think I want to say that that's a good distance where both of them are about the same length. Let's see. What if I just went to the center right? Square in the center. Then we go once, twice. Okay, that doesn't help. All right, so I'm just going to guesstimate that it's about there. So I hope that that will be good. Then we could have a staircase. No, I don't really like that staircase. I don't think it looks all that nifty. No, that doesn't look too good either. Okay, we'll keep looking around. That's okay. We'll keep looking around. For now, maybe we could put these up at the top. I don't know. I don't really think that that looks all that great. I'm not even sure if I like these pillars anymore. I guess we'll find out in a moment if we have anything better than them to utilize, which would be kind of nice. Ooh, we have the stone pieces, which are quite a bit nicer looking. In fact, we might just be able to use this as the entranceway, maybe? I am not sure. Actually, I think this would look pretty nifty as the walls barricading away, right? So let's see. If we had that flat, or maybe I should use this actually as the castle wall. Ooh, okay, I like that. I think that that does look pretty awesome. So what if we built that up? Or out. Sorry, not up. We're not building anything up yet. Alright, so now I'm realizing I'm going to have to move that because we don't have a wall fitting there. So let's go into spark mode real quick. You know what? For now, I'll just remove these pieces just for the time being. And then we will put down another one of these. And another one of these. All right, so then we keep this space, which will be 1 block, 2 blocks for the entrance towards the racetrack, of course. So that will lead towards it specifically. Is that still aligned? Okay, perfect. Just making sure that it's still perfectly aligned. I actually think that the cool thing about doing this castle wall is because it has a little railing on it, as you see right there, it allows us to have it almost be like a spectator area as well, where we could have little staircases that lead up to this point, and then we could have people staring at the race taking place, which is pretty awesome. So that's cool. So you can have kind of a little spectator zone assembled as well. So that being said, let's go ahead and go into here. I know that if we use these blocks, we can actually change their color after. I'm pretty sure, at least. In fact, let's go ahead and put a couple of these in place just to verify if that is the case. So what we would do is we would probably assemble it in this way. I'm guessing that would look good. And then, oh, nope, never mind. Okay, wait, let me take that back. Take that back as well. Okay, you know what? Actually, first and foremost, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check if we can actually change the colors on this. Ooh, nice. All right, that is fantastic news. So you see, we have lots and lots of really, really cool colors that we can pick and choose from. Lots of variation there. Ooh, that looks nice, the dungeon. The executive is pretty neat too, actually. Frozen, let it go. Gingerbread house. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I actually kind of like that quite a bit. The translucent hologram design there. There's Robin's egg. That's pretty beautiful looking. Ooh, the blue scales look really nice. Actually, yeah, we'll go with a... Ooh, wait a minute. What is that? That looks kind of funny. There's floral and blue and red and, as you can see, just the gajillion colors, it seems like. There's a crate colorization. Aryan rivets. Mater's colors, I guess. Monster. Patchwork. Ooh, the patchwork is quite nice, too. There's Tron. Ooh. Okay, we gotta go with the Tron colors. That just looks awesome. That is absolutely phenomenal looking. Okay, so let's get the Tron colors on this as well. And you can see there's a lot of variations in color, so there's definitely lots and lots of room in that regard, so that's fantastic. All right, so we'll put down one of those. Then we'll put down 2, 3. I'm hoping that if we put down 4, we still have room to fit this thing in between them, and we do not. So that's a bit of a problem. Now, can we work around it in any way, shape, or form? Maybe with a vaulted platform, if we could put that atop of that, as you can see, that could actually work. And that could work quite well. Now, let's see. Maybe there is a better sized vaulted ceiling that we could use, but I'm really not seeing anything else. So we either have the vaulted platform right here, which I think is the one that we're going to go ahead and go with on this. Now, in order to do that, what we will need is to grab the tall block once again, and more importantly also position them outwards like so that it makes sense, because otherwise it's just gonna look weird if there's just a random floating bit of the vaulted ceiling. So we're gonna go ahead and assemble it a little bit nicer. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Now I'm almost wondering, would it not be a bad idea to push a block up to here and maybe even make it a different color? That could look kind of nifty. Don't necessarily want to use that. There's just walls. There's a block wall. Okay, well, I guess the rotations are just this way. I wish I could, like, bring it down. That would look cool. Ooh, we could put a dome on this thing, too. Right? And that would look kind of cool as well. So, if we put it square in the middle, which would be right around here, I think. And then, oh, I guess I could have just put the whole dome right away. I don't know why I did that. That was a little counterintuitive, but okay. I guess we could just put it right there. There we are. All right, so I think that is pretty awesome looking. So let's go ahead and see. I kind of think that it would be nice to make the dome a different color and to just kind of stand out, you know. I think it would look cooler. So what would go well with our red? Ooh, that looks cool, actually, the simulated wood. Let's see. There's a kilted design. I kind of want to use that patchwork look, because I think that would look really, really, really nifty. So this one right here, I think that's going to look just cool. So we'll go with that. We'll see what it looks like, of course. We can always change it up. That's the wonderful thing of being in a customizable mode, such as Toy Box, is that you could always, if you dislike it, you could always change it up and make it look whichever way you see fit. So that's fantastic. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and transform all these to the TRON walls. There must be a way to change all of them, but the problem is I feel like if I press theme all, I think it's going to change the entire map to that. So I don't want to risk doing that, because that's just going to be a lot of work to rechange everything back one by one by one. So I think it's a pretty reasonable thing for us to go ahead and better be safe than sorry kind of situation. I wondered, can I change the color on that? No, I cannot. That's unfortunate. That would look really sweet. All right, so the other thing I'm realizing, though, is that we're going to need to come up with a little entranceway area kind of thing. So in order to do that, we're going to need to kind of extend a platform to walk on, and then I'm thinking it might be a good idea for us to have almost like a little parking lot, so that you could pick the vehicle that you would like to use for that specific race, whether it be, let's say, I don't know, Lightning McQueen or a horse or whatever it is. You could pick and choose what vehicle you would like to drive for that particular contest. So I think that that would make perfect sense for us to go ahead and do that. So we will take a look at that in just a moment. Once we are done customizing all this, and it does look quite nifty. I just thought Tron would be fitting because, of course, Tron had a lot of racing sequences to it, so I think it's just very fitting to have that be the design that we choose for this. So let's see, if we make this... Ooh. Okay, that does look pretty cool, you have to admit. That does look pretty nifty. Now, we do need to build up a little, kind of like a staircase, I guess would be the best words to choose from that, to actually make it up to here. Now, I'm not sure what kind of staircases we have. There's regular stairs, but the problem is they are not tall enough, so that's going to be an issue. So what I'm thinking is, what we might have to do is we might have to go ahead and go like this, then take a block Or that's a trim. Okay. And then put that down onto here. And then go back to the stairs. And put that right against it. And then what we have to do is just change the color of this, because it's obviously not the greatest of color at this point. So let's see if we could make it look maybe plastic wood. I don't know if I like that. Simulated wood is actually quite nice looking, I have to admit. It does look quite cool, so we might go with that one. Ooh, look at that. That's a beautiful staircase right there. So we'll put a couple of these across so that people can actually climb onto this and spectate. So probably need to put a little landing right there. So let's go ahead and do that as well. And this is why I said that there's going to be a lot of preparing for the actual design, because as you can see, it does take quite a bit of work to get things just aligned the right way. So I don't know if we actually have any blocks that are short enough, because we only have the tall block. So that's not great. I wonder if I could purchase some other blocks real quick. Let's see. Toy box, toys. Or no, sorry. Maybe it's in building sets. I think we've purchased all the building stuff. So I know we spent a lot of points on that. So it would make sense that it would all be there. Let's see. Templates, marker toys. Maybe it's in templates. No, that's not what I'm looking for. These aren't the things you're looking for. All right. I guess there isn't any other blocks. Or then again, maybe we just haven't unlocked them. So we're going to need to put something here for sure. Because it's not going to look good if it's just like a weird look like that. I wonder if I should just use the flat block. But I don't know. And actually, okay, you know what? Just to be safe, let's go ahead and replace it with the long block. It's the exact same distance. It's just flatter. And we can go ahead and just turn it to the right color once again. There we go. All right, so I think that looks pretty good, actually. And then as you make your way up, you step onto here. We're going to change the color of that to, of course, a little bit of TRON. So that's going to look nice. Ooh, man, the TRON thing just looks so incredibly cool and vibrant. It's just such a saturated color of red. It's just got so much energy to it. It's crazy. All right, so we've got that done. Now we're going to just make our way up to the top. Change the color on these three. And I think we will be done with the entranceway, which took far more time than I had expected it to. But again, when you're designing things, it obviously takes a little bit of time to pick and choose the things you like, and B, make sure that they actually look good together. Because oftentimes, if you just mix and match stuff, it can look quite disastrous. So I think that's why sometimes it takes a little while to actually get the right look. All right, so that being said, I think our entranceway is pretty good. All we need to do now is grab some long blocks, and we are going to utilize those as our little pathway towards here. Now, so this is going to be the little parking lot area that I was talking about, where you're going to be able to pick the vehicles that you would like to drive. And the reason why I'm using blocks to build it is because I just think it's going to look better. And more importantly than that, because we can change the colors on that. So I hope that it will look cool. Okay, so that needs to be 3 blocks long. Okay, so I think this will be a pretty good look for us to go with. I think this looks pretty awesome. It's not too big, but it's also not too small, so I think it will be just the right length for the racetrack parking lot here. And there we are. All right, so that being said, we could go ahead and choose, maybe actually, let's see. I wonder what it would look like if we went with the hologram floors, because I think that would look really, really cool. Whoops, I think I just pressed the wrong thing. There we go. All right, so let's see. Where's the hologram? It's that one right there. I think that looks really nifty, doesn't it? So you'd step on from the hologram floor. It's especially because you can see through the floor. So I think that gives it like that extra crazy look. We could do this, actually. I think this will be the best way to go about this, is to paint, let's say, this in carbon fiber, right? So like the outskirts are going to be carbon fibered. So we will go ahead and customize these little areas in terms of being the outer edge of this. And we will, of course, put a fence around this, because otherwise that's just awfully dangerous. Now, let's see. Will we be able to fit another block right there? Yes, we may. So we're going to go ahead and do that as the outskirts. And then, of course, I don't really want to barricade this out, because I know that that's where we're going to have the drive-off area. So that's where you're going to actually pick the vehicle and then drive it into the race. And then after that, of course, you're going to actually race it. So that's why I'm not sure about making that barricaded off. So for now, I think that this will be a pretty good start. Now, for the inside blocks, like the blocks that the vehicles are going to stand on, I think we could go with the hologram, of course, which would look nice. But we could also explore some different designs, maybe something a little bit more parking lot-esque. Or we could go for just a weird, crazy look, too. I mean, you never know. There's some planks. We could go for water. That'd be interesting. Curly, steel, cobra. That's kind of interesting looking. Red metal, floral kilt. Let's see. The iron rivets look kind of nice. But they also look kind of boring, don't they? That's the key. Is like I don't want to pick something that will be stale. I definitely want to pick something that will look really, really cool and stylish. So, I really like that. That looks nice. The blue gloss. The red gloss is also really nifty. Okay, let's go with the red gloss. Ooh, actually, I think we have our winner. So I think what we will do is this. We're going to do a pattern, a checkered pattern. So, what does that mean? That means that we're going to make this red, this red, this red. So, the red, it will go really well with, of course, the TRON design. So then all we need to do is find something that will be, let's say, darker color, like a black or an iron rivet or something along those lines. And that will allow us to make it look really, really cool and work really well with the TRON look. So I think that will hopefully be a pretty nifty look. As you can see right there, I think this is starting to come together quite nicely. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up real quick. All right, guys? Alrighty, guys. So I think that it would be kind of cool to go ahead and go with the caution design for the other blocks. So I know that it's a little bit of a stark difference. And more importantly than that, I know that I said that we should go with like a black or something that would match the TRON look. But I don't know why I really like the way that it looks. I think it looks really, really cool. It kind of gives it this really kind of danger vibe, which honestly, you know what, like, this race is definitely going to be dangerous. I mean, it's up in the skies, so that definitely has its dangerous element there. So I think that would look really cool. I don't know why I really, really like the way that it looks. So I think we're going to go ahead and go with this caution little design, the red and the caution as our main two colors for this. I just think it looks really, really cool in that regard. So with that in mind, the dark chrome there does look cool too. I looked at a few different looks before, but I don't know why. The caution one is the one that really, really stood out to me, and I think it works really, really well with the red. It kind of complements each other where, like, you know, red is typically a color that's very strong and very kind of like danger as well. So the caution look fits that very well. So nonetheless, of course, there you guys have it. We have indeed assembled the entranceway for our racetrack. So of course, next time what we need to do is fence it off. That's the first thing. Second of all, deliver some cars, which we will do eventually. So definitely need to do that as well. But more importantly than that is, once again, let me know what you guys would prefer to see. Do you prefer for me to assemble the entire, basically, racetrack piece by piece by piece? Or would you like for us to use a racetrack builder, but then we won't have as much control in terms of what it looks like? However, you never know. He might be able to build us a crazy, he or she actually might be able to build us a crazy looking and absolutely spooktacular racetrack indeed. So that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. I can't believe we have the Hulk holding a little wand like that. That's pretty hilarious. Nonetheless, thank you guys so very much for watching. Have a fan-fantastic day. I do indeed hope to see you folks here next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks so for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Bye-bye.